Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for July 28th to August 9th. For July 28th to August 1st, this is what we're forecasting. We have a ridge over the Bering Sea extending southward off the west coast. We have a trough across western North America, and we have a ridge here in the plains that slowly builds to the east. We have a trough offshore of the east coast. And then we go to August 1st, and we can see that we have a ridge over the southern plains here with above normal heights here. This is where the ridge axis is located. And we still have our ridge here. The trough is a little weaker now across here, and so as this trough begins to lift out. And then we go through the period, and we can see there's very little change in circulation. The ridge across the plains of Mississippi Valley is forecast to then retrograde to the southern Rockies late in the week and remain in place into next weekend. Energy ejecting from the northern Rockies will continue into eastern Canada, with the broad trough forming over eastern Canada in the northeast. And we were talking about the last couple of days a possible tropical or subtropical development of the southeast coast. Now appears less likely. However, the southeast will still experience a heavy rainfall. As the southern ridge shifts west, expect hot temperatures from California to northwest, with anomalies of 10 to 20 degrees above normal. The east central states, ahead of advancing cold front, will experience hot and humid conditions, but they return to near or below normal temperatures after a frontal passage. We're going to look at the period now for July 31st to August 4th. Here we are at the 2nd, and we see our ridge now here retrogrades into the southern Rockies, still above normal heights across much of the nation. And we go to the 4th. Some of the models that you can see right here are forecasting a possibility of a weak trough across the eastern U.S. And then we look at the GFS, you can see there's very little change. Possibility of a weak trough here over the southeast. And there you go, where we have our ridge axis begins to build northward over the Rockies. The climate forecast in the NavGem is similar. We're going to take a look at that now. And we're going to go to the 8th, and you can see there's a possibility of a trough here over the Great Lakes region. Our subtropical ridge remains here. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for this region here and below normal temperatures here, and the temperature anomalies for this region is forecast to be about 6 to 10 degrees above normal, and then in this region temperatures are forecast to be 46 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for below normal precipitation here, above normal precipitation for the southern Rockies and for this region. We're going to look now at the period for August 5th to the 9th. Here we are at the 5th, and now the models are a pretty good agreement. We have our subtropical ridge here across this region, and we have a trough begin to develop in the eastern U.S. And then we go to the end of the period. And here we have, Here we have our ridge axis across the southern Rockies, trough here. And then we look at the other models. We're going to go through the models. This is the European ensembles forecasting near to above normal heights across much of the nation with a weaker trough compared to the other models, what they're showing. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the western states and the southern states, and we have below normal temperatures for the upper Mississippi Valley eastward to the Mid Atlantic and the Northeast. And during this forecast period, I'm going to look at the anomalies. We're forecasting anomalies here across this region to be about 4 to 8 degrees above normal, and across this region here, we're forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for below normal precipitation for the west coast states, above normal precipitation for the eastern four corners, and across this region here for the southeast, north into the Mid Atlantic and the Northeast. So that is the long-range weather forecast discussion for July 28th to August 9th. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.